In u7a3, we're going to look at some shots and figure out what the subjects of each of these shots are. In this one, we can see that the subject is the woman who is singing right here. This is a medium close-up shot. And the subject is the woman singing. Next shot, that was a very brief shot of a cannonball rolling on the ground. So how do you know what the subject is? Well, in this case, it's centered and it's rolling straight down the screen, middle of the screen. This shot has got 4 people in it, so the subject is probably the band. We should say that the whole band here is the subject of that shot.
I'm down, Earl.
In this little clip from His Girl Friday, the subject of the shot is a little bit less clear. There are 2 people in this shot, but the subject is the woman. There's a couple of ways that the shot makes the woman the subject. First of all, at the beginning of the shot, she is alone in the shot. It's all about her. But the shot is intended to show her anxiety. She's clearly looking at something off screen here at the beginning, and we wonder what that is. What that is this man who quickly walks into the shot with this gun. And the gun is glinting in the light to make sure that we notice it. Speaking of light, look at this big pool of light over her head. That casts an interesting shadow right there. It makes her face stand out, and the big triangle of light that it creates makes it very clear that she is the subject. Since she is lit, she's the subject. There's an interesting little counter light going on over here too, not to mention the third light on his face, creating a nice triangle effect. Good composition. And she is the subject of the whole shot, and it's about her anxiety. Even though this man is part of the shot, a very important part, the fulcrum of the shot, the balancing point, is this woman standing here. So we call the woman the focus of that shot.
Hello. Who? Hilda Johnson? Hang on, she'll be back in a minute. You guys want to play any more cards? I am not. No. What's the use? I can't win anyway.
This shot's a little bit more complicated, and it's inviting us to think more carefully about, well, what is the most important thing here? What is the subject? I'm going to argue that it's this man who makes the telephone call right here. And the reason I'm going to say that is for a couple of things. I'm not going to microanalyze the whole thing, but he's the center of the shot, he's the focal point, and watch as these other men walk around him in circles. They literally go around him as almost like as a balancing of a seesaw to reinforce that he is the center, he's the focal point, he's the important thing for what's going on in this shot. He's also the only one moving, especially during his phone call. Everyone else gets still during the phone call, and then they start moving again. It reinforces that the shot is revolving around him as the subject.